just catch it because I don't know. I feel like there was a point where I would probably say like God honestly, like I probably used to like masturbate like 8 times a day.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
You are now tuning in to the Awkward Thinking Podcast.
Welcome back to the Awkward Thinking Podcast. I'm your boy Nas, aka Sticks.
What up, I'm Vince.
And we are the friends you never knew you needed. All that in the bag of chips. Awkward Thinkers. White people claps in the building.
Let's get it.
White people claps in the building.
And we gotta have light skin
claps and all that. Fair skin claps in the building. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Give us a 5-star review on Spotify. What else did they do, Vince?
Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you tell us what you liked about the show.
Amen.
Share us, share with your family. Don't send it to your grandma. Your grandma don't need
share
to be
that shit to your grandma. Your grandma might need a
leave
laugh.
Granny alone. That might give her a heart attack. We trying to keep Granny in the family for a while longer. Send this to your cousins though.
It's her time.
Yeah, send this to all your hood cousins.
And yeah, do all that. And yeah, as you can see in the visuals, you probably didn't hear them yet. We have a special. We have a guest here today. we have a guest here today.
Wow.
You want to introduce yourself and tell the people who you is and who you ain't, man?
I got this
the camera right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? Y'all know me, aka Brian Battle Jr. At everything TikTok Battles _TV. I am Vince's father.
Oh, that's
and frat brother, and I am not his cousin.
He's not blood. This is not blood.
We're Divine Nine related.
If
Divine Nine related.
If family was watered, yes, maybe. But since it's by blood,
baby, then I'm ice.
Since it's by blood, it's a little different. Before we start the show,
stop embarrassing me on this fucking
I love you
podcast.
I love you.
Before we start the show, you know we gotta give thanks. So what do you want to give thanks to, Vince, today?
No, let our special guest.
Oh yeah, what do you want to give thanks to? It can be anything in the world.
It can be anything in the world.
It can be anything in the world. You just before we start, that's how we bless the pod.
I would say to bless new beginnings.
Okay, that's nice. That's so cliche, but you know I get it. What about you, Vince?
Growth. I'm gonna go with the cliche field.
You guys. Personally, I'm thankful for the Do Not Disturb. I've recently used that, and everybody has filled away, and now I can feel like the bad bitch or something and be like, oh, I didn't see your message. Oh, I didn't get it. I was asleep. I love that shit. That Do Not Disturb shit. So I'm thankful for the Do Not Disturb.
Do Not Disturb does not work on my phone. The motherfuckers. Remember last episode?
No, your sound was on. That's the reason why your sound was dinging. But my Do Not Disturb, I could be still on my phone and not even know I got messages.
That's what I'm saying. That shit will still pop up though. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to know.
It's a way around that though.
How?
Like I used to have people who I like block or people would block me, but I'm like, bitch, you'll still get my call. So if you if you go on your contact, if you go on your contact and make somebody a favorite, then no matter if you block them or not, the call always gonna come through. And it's something with some Wi-Fi stuff, but I don't know too much about that.
Speaking of favorites, who's your favorite OnlyFans content maker?
I gotta look right now. Hold on.
So how much?
You got a list?
I just won a little parlay for like $1,400, and I definitely just dropped like at least $100 on OnlyFans.
Why?
I'm not gonna cap, because it was like people who like I wanted to see, but I was just a broke nigga at the time. I ain't had no money. I didn't have funds for it. So you got to be responsible. So it's like, yeah, I'm horny as fuck, but this can wait.
So you feel like you catering, you giving, like, what do you feel when you are like giving them? Are you giving them support to keep doing what they're doing? Like, what is the content for you to be like, oh, I need this every time? This
I'm
is
not.
a subscriber.
At the end of the day, it's not an every time thing. Like, you know, OnlyFans subscriptions, they got it. It's for a month. Then they got other stuff where you can book for like 3-6 months, something like that. If you want to pay the fee or whatever, they take off a certain percentage. But I don't know. I feel like when it came to like adult entertainment porn, like I feel like I don't really watched everything, like all the free stuff, and people ask me this all the time. So I'm like, okay, I want something different. And then sometimes you may be in a mood like porn stars is good, but maybe you just want to watch somebody just like a normal everyday person type, like everyday
clown type shit. Like
I ain't watched that one. I seen that one on Twitter, but I ain't watched that
on Twitter. But go ahead, finish what you were saying out though.
But I would say I don't know. I got a real thing like lesbians. or like was it film on film or something like that?
Yeah,
female on female, and it's just something. It's something about it.
What is it like with the strap on or without the strap on?
Is it because you thought you were a lesbian at one point?
I mean, you kind of, I see it. It's with the haircut.
The shirt.
If the shirt, this is real. This is a starter stud kit.
I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. This the camera.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know what you're gonna be able to see in this video, but what you don't see is that this button on this shirt is actually broken. So I was like, shit, I can still wear it open, show a little chest hair, a little tattoo here. Now, okay, we don't need to zoom in.
But
you pointed it out. Why did you point it out?
Zoom in. I didn't know the camera could do all that. That's a little high tech.
All right, so
go ahead.
Because you my frat brother. From the moment I've known you, you've always been like a
pain in your ass.
Definitely a pain in my ass, but a very sexual nigga. What got you in your little sexual journey? Because you a horny nigga, not even sexual. You a horny nigga.
It's not no like R. Kelly origin story. Like, I sipped off
not
the
no
same
sad
coffee.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to say, you said R. Kelly.
What got you into like porn and like how did you go about that? Like, what was your journey into porn addiction and everything?
Porn addiction is crazy.
Look, I promise you. It's crazy. It sounds crazy, but it was a point in my life where I was like, okay, this shit kind of get out of hand. Like, so I'm gonna tell you a story. I had just had surgery at like high school on my arm, so like playing football and stuff like that. So I had to go to the doctor. They did MRI, and then they switched doctors. Like, you got to get the surgery, blah, 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 this. We got to put an anchor down, tie some stuff up. So the whole 9 yards. So my arm was numb for like, I want to say like 3-4 weeks.
Oh, my God.
Like post-surgery.
That was like a blessing.
It was a blessing. But listen, so look, it's 3 o'clock in the morning at my house. I got the door open. How my house is set up, my parents' room is like over here to the left, my room on the right, but the hallway. And we got like these motion lights all throughout the house. So somebody downstairs, you can see the lights, they'll like flick on one at a time. So it's 3 o'clock, right? I'm horny. I ain't gonna lie, I'm down bad. It may be like day 3.
Damn.
So I had to take my arm out the sling. It was just numb. Honestly, it was just numb. I wish I would have got like tatted up then and stuff because I would have felt nothing. I was like, man, like I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this. So like I had like this the edge of my bed. So I like got on my knees and adjusted my arm with my other hand. And
you use your hand as a fucking
a prop. Like a holster, a dick holster.
Like a holster like this, and then I was just getting into it, and then I'm on my knees, I'm over the bed, so this is the bed right here, and I had my iPad, like your iPad, I had it right there, only light in the room. So I'm going maybe like 5 minutes in, everything going good. I done found I done took a couple minutes prior to find the right video and stuff like that, and then next thing all I hear is, "What you doing?"
Oh.
hey, when I tell you,
my fucking heart would have dropped.
My heart would have been gone.
Hold on.
What?
When I tell you, and that's the camera. Like, I was like, my dad. It was my dad. He behind me, like back here with a wall at. So I'm just over there like this, doing whatever. What you doing? Huh? What you doing? And I couldn't respond. Next thing all you hear is a flick. He flicked the light switch. I got my pants down to my ankle. I'm talking about drawers and shorts to the ankles. I ain't got no shirt on. And I just look back with that little slight look. And he make that face. You know my dad. He's just disappointed.
What did you think I was doing in here at 3 a.m.?
The first thing I said was, why are you walking around the house at 3 a.m.? You're supposed to be asleep. Like what you got?
Was your volume up?
Was the volume up?
Yeah.
Nah, I had it like where I could hear it. But the thing was, like,
why was your door open?
I thought everybody was asleep. I didn't think nobody was.
Did you get turned on by the door being open or something?
No, I get turned on by the door being open.
It's risky.
I mean, it's risky. I like it.
It's risky, but I'm thinking in my head, okay, our rooms are close enough where I can hear if they up or not.
Yeah.
So the TV and stuff been off since 12. So I'm like, you fast asleep.
They was probably fucking.
I don't want to picture that.
I mean, you was over there playing virtual reality with your arm.
You doing your thing, they doing their thing. You going out to get him something to drink now.
Listen, I do want to try that.
What, virtual reality?
Virtual reality?
Yeah. I feel
No,
like it'll be
not try it. Just like I actually got like the headset. I just want to see what it feel like.
It's like probably like a virtual glory hole.
They put
like like you ever been to Disney where they had those rides where it's interactive and shit like that? What if it's like that but like sex shops where they put the little virtual reality shit and they'll put like a toy on you so you can feel the sensations of what's going on for the porn.
Listen, I would say with like technology and everything is like growing and progressing. Like, have you guys heard, to change the subject, those the AI songs from like Drake?
Yeah.
I told Drake you better call him.
Yeah.
And he called Ghostwriter.
That AI situation is
because that song. This is just the beginning. That song kind of fire. The beat go and it, Metro.
Yeah. It's too close.
It was like it's hard to tell.
So, all right, back to this. So, how was that conversation after? That's what I want to know. How was that conversation after you talked to?
Any family event, anything you come to, like events now come around.
He brought it up.
Oh, he gonna bring it up.
Really?
And my dad tell the story 10 times funnier. He said I had one in the chamber. I was about to shoot. Ooh. I said, first of all, I wasn't even that close. Wasn't even that close.
That's embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie. We would have to catch the fade every time.
As a man, you already know what it is. So don't you ain't gotta tell my business.
It wasn't even that. It was just when everything happened. My point was like, why'd you hit the light? Like I was gonna answer you. I just couldn't think of nothing. This is right on the spot. Like I can come up with something corny, something jokeful to say, but you just. It's a dark room. You see a light on the bed, and you just see me hunched over the bed. I can see how you could be. Maybe something could be wrong or something like that. Maybe the way you hit the light, but not catch me down, pants down my ankles. I'm talking about I was comfortable. Y'all ever like use the bathroom, take number 2, take shit, and just probably just took a pants leg out, just got relaxed, probably read up, you do some of your best work on the toilet. You probably can read a couple chapters.
I done masturbated on FaceTime with a girl before.
No, that's the best. Nah, people still do that. That's the best.
I'm gonna shot myself in the eye though. Ain't gonna lie.
I had to swerve my shit one time. Whoa,
it kind of came back up to me.
Calm down.
I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't never did that. You ain't never. Come on now.
This is not a freak. You would think. You know what I mean? He had a girlfriend. He would do some amazing things. But when we talk to Vince, he'd be like, I don't really do all this.
But it's not even that, because I had a debate back at school. Like, they were trying to see if it's still appropriate to send a dick pic, and I'm like, if she asks, now I ain't gonna do no willy nilly and just like here.
Sometimes
start the day
I've
off.
done a willy nilly, and it has been reciprocated right back.
I guess it depends on the female.
I think it depends on the relationship that y'all have. Like if that was already an open pathway for y'all, like this is already something we've talked about. This is like something, boom. I do think you should definitely confirm, but I don't know. We know how situations are. Sometimes you just, we already talking like this, and boom. It's already understanding, so it's the comfortability of it.
It is what it is. So back to your non-freakiness. Why don't you masturbate on the camera?
I do. I don't know. Everything I do don't got to be shared with you though.
Listen. I feel like
shared with me though.
It don't.
I'm an ass.
I feel like as friends we should share more. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we sharing sex stories. You know what I mean? You and your dad share a sex story, kind of like, not like a. Because what you described was a category on porn. Honestly, like dad walks in on son.
What kind of porn are you watching?
Hey, listen.
What kind of porn are you watching?
Listen. I would say this. That category on Pornhub get a lot of views.
What? Dad walks in on porn?
Not even that. Like, me and step bro.
Taboo porn.
Yeah, I don't know why. Look, and people can say whatever they want to say, but somebody clicking that motherfucker.
I'm clicking.
It seems like you clicking it. You know what to look for.
Nah.
But no, don't get me wrong, I'm freaky, but my thing is I don't have to rush through my freakiness. Like I'm 26, I'm still young as fuck. I'm not trying to rush through shit and then get to a point where I'm bored with sex now. Cause y'all niggas be talking about some nasty shit. And y'all be talking about, okay, I gotta do this to get the nut or this and that. And I ain't trying to get to that point where, and not to say I have regular sex, cause sex be lit, but like, I don't know, I don't gotta rush through certain stuff. Like, I done nutted on camera before, that ain't shit. I do some.
He doesn't sound convincing.
Hello?
I'm good, yeah.
So you got I got 2 questions for you. Mm-hmm. Y'all ever feel like no matter if it's like by yourself or you maybe fucking or doing whatever you're doing, you ever feel like afterwards, like your ancestors or somebody was watching you, they just disappointed.
I always feel like the person who died, like my great grandma or somebody like this, looking down and like my guardian angel, just looking disgusted. You know what I mean?
I started ignoring that shit though, because I had to get my nut off. And once I realized, like, all right, a lot of you motherfuckers had kids way before I was even born.
Yeah,
y'all was freaky. Y'all was doing this shit. If y'all had access to a phone, you would be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. So
now I would say like,
go ahead.
I would say like spicing up like now in like my sexual life, something that I've really been into is just like watching, so to speak.
Just watching other people
like,
fuck.
I like that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm like if I'm messing with you and like this actually happened, like somebody I was talking to, and like the plan was like, okay, you just go do whatever you want to do, just record it. I really would say like FaceTime it, but you know, but then it went to like, oh well, how about I want you there, this, that, and the third, like to be in the presence just in case it's the vibe or something. I like, okay, I see that, but you gotta see from a nigga point of view. That if somebody did to me, I'm like, nah, somebody trying to set me up.
You
like,
a cuckold? That's what it's called. A cuckold.
What is that?
It's like where like, it's a category on porn. Niggas that sit and watch their girl get fucked.
I could do that. I feel like at least I can try it.
Yeah.
And if I fuck with it or not, I can be like, yeah, I rock with it or not. But I think
my insecurity is just too strong right now. I can't say.
I feel like for some niggas, it's like, and I watch like videos explaining this shit. It's like they find it sexy to like watch the woman enjoy some shit, and then like for the most part on the categories on porn, it's like some white dude with a like 3-inch penis, and this girl's getting hammered by some black dude with a 30-inch penis. So it's like
30 inches is crazy.
I think for him it's like, oh, I'm living vicariously through the black dude and the wife. So it's like for them, but
that's good for them. That's good for them.
I think for me it's more like, okay, like we in charge. Like we chose you. Like you may feel special. You may really feel special. Like you getting this, that, the third, some head, some guac 3000, the whole 9 yards. But at the end of the day, we in charge. Yeah. I feel like it's more of a dominant thing with me.
So you command like where his nut go.
I would leave it. I would leave it as a.
It is. I'm asking the question.
Put your nut right there, sir. Right here.
I mean, you said you in control. I just want to know like the.
I feel like for me, I would leave it free.
Okay.
Now we ain't gonna do nothing disrespectful.
Like
you ain't just about to shoot the club up.
Okay.
And just
That's disrespectful? I would think that's a part of the thing.
I feel like, at the end of the day, as a guy, if you about to come out, you get that feeling. So, most of the times, like, we hitting the raw back in the day, and you pull out, nobody don't have any kids or anything like that, you pull out, or, you be get some head, or you get one of them real freaky girls, just give you some head, know when you coming and take it out, and you just finish on her face and stuff like that. Like I don't mind stuff like that. But now just shooting the club up or just
because I gotta go back in there. So it's like for me to have to go back in there. You kind of I hate to say that because then I'm gonna seem like a misogynistic, but it's kind of like it's not because it's a free thing. It's a free thing between the men and the woman. It's like she gets to choose, and like this is not something like okay. I don't know. It's not like misogynistic. Hold on, but it's like. To go back in there, it's like this is my home. You don't get to leave that you were here, like evidence that you were here.
So it's like going in the bathroom after like somebody done shit it, like not too far, or the toilet seat's still warm, type shit.
It's
the toilet seat. Warm.
I feel like at the end of the day, and like this was a problem in my previous relationship. Someone who I was talking to long distance, and like I said, we were trying to do something, and the thing was, it kept coming to a point where it's like, oh, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I want to do it. And then it's like, okay, then you drop it or we drop it, and then it comes back up later in the conversation. So my thing was like, don't really play with me, so to speak. Like it was a lot of factors on why we stopped talking, but that was one of them because it's like, I told her I didn't feel like we were sexually compatible, and I just feel like I'm trying to let's spice it up. Maybe it's not just maybe the regular stuff is not for us. So let's try to do this. Let's try to do that, and then I don't know.
Well, do you think it's you though? Like
no, like I told her other than sex, like she was older than me. I want to say 27, 28, and I could sit here and tell myself I'm not responsible enough to be in that relationship with you.
No, I mean as far as like spicing things up. Do you think that's more of a you thing? Like I'm
listen, I'm gonna keep it 100%, but and I'm pretty sure she's gonna see this because she's following you on TikTok. we brought up stuff sexually that we both wanted to try. Mm-hmm. So I brought up my things, and my things I don't want to say were normal, but like you've done it before. Like you sucked a dick before. You've been fucked before. I don't think you've done anything with a girl or anything like that, but you kissed a girl or something or whatever. Mm-hmm. Hers was like, oh, okay, well, thanks for sharing. Mine, what I would like to do is I would like to peg you. I would like to fuck you, this, that, and the third. I'm like, listen, that's gay. I'm not like the difference is she kept trying to make it seem like it was the same thing because it was fantasies, which it is in that category, but I ain't never done nothing like that.
Yeah.
You at least you've been with another man before me. You've done this, so this is you may not have done it all.
This ain't,
I ain't been that way before.
I feel like you gotta be a strong enough, like mentally person to allow somebody to fuck you in the ass, like strong enough mentally.
Bitch, I feel like physical because when I'm constipated, that shit hurts. So I can only imagine
you
somebody.
Have hemorrhoids after. Loose booty. That's the new name. Loose booty.
Yeah,
I can just only imagine some shit like that happening, but like, and that's not for like I don't want nobody being disrespected by this or feeling kind of way about us talking about taking shit up the ass. It's just
you gotta be a strong person, bro.
Yeah,
we saying you a strong built person. Like you got a good mental. You can take pain.
But I think like in that situation, because it's like what you asking for is like, okay, let's do this. Something that should still be like in our own comfort for the most part.
I was not comfortable. Versus
something I ain't never did that before.
I felt threatened.
Like this is like that's out of the box.
So eventually, you at all your sexcapades, you know how the old saying is, if you do it with a woman, it's not gay, right?
No.
So do you feel like if it wasn't the dildo or something that wasn't shaped like a penis, maybe it was shaped like a fruit or something like that, it would be possible?
Do you think if it was her finger?
If it was like put her finger up your butt.
Listen, I'll say this: it's been like even going back like early years in college or like in the high school ish era, somewhere around there. I've been with some fine ass females, like messed around with, or tried to talk to, or whatever, and they'd tell me like, yeah, my ex, he always wanted me to put a thumb in his ass, this like that. Me personally, and this ain't no shots or anything taken towards anyone. I just can't find. This is nothing fun for me that involves anything with my ass.
You never got your ass hit?
No.
Gotta try it.
So,
bitch, you look like you was kind of in denial with that. Right. You didn't look so sure with that.
Because my plus one who came with me today, like who in the other room. So I've been trying some stuff lately. I've been drinking.
You gotta get drunk, dude.
Yeah, that Casamigos. Listen. That Casamigos fucked around, had me suck a toe or two. I've been doing some stuff that I would be like, nah, I'd never do that, or some crazy shit. That's crazy, but it's just like, fuck it, I try. And then in the moment, like when we connected with one another, like it just you go with the flow. Now I ain't never just thought about like, ooh. First of all, I was talking about my teammates before my school closed, and we was talking about the situation. Like, it's some niggas really out here that lean over the bed and put their ass up in the air and get their ass ate. Me, like I said, I just can't find nothing fun with the dude. Like even right now with a female, like you want to try a butt plug with her or something like that, or ease way into it. That's cool. That ain't no pressure thing. Like that's not something that really like, ooh, that do it for me.
I respect it because I feel
now doing it though, like eating it,
I
don't know, dude. Because that's a cruise thing. You gotta catch cruise.
When it happened, when I did, like, when I got my ass ate, the girl, she was topping me up and she licked. It was a good licking. It wasn't like she was going all ham.
I fuck around and fart.
But it tickled to the point it felt good. You know how like it's an itch that feel good. So I'm like, shit, fuck it, and it was good. But it's like. You don't do it all the time. It's only happened once. But I'm like, all right, this was something that I need to enjoy probably later on. Like, I don't want to keep doing it where it becomes like a numb feeling to me or something like that.
Look, I won't deny anything or like turn anything down, but I will say a lot of my stuff that I will try in the sexual that I'll never speak about will probably be done in like marriage. Because I just feel like society as a male and female, we too childish. As soon as somebody piss you off in an argument, Oh, for real? That's how you feel? Oh, you wasn't saying that when I had you tied up and was stroking you with that dildo? Like, come on now.
That's crazy.
And you know, women hit below the belt.
Women do. As soon as your masculinity.
As soon as you let your guard down, you let someone in, or you drop that tear or something like that, I promise you, to anyone out there, I promise you, any female, your wife, your girlfriend, your sneaky link, whenever you drop your guard, the first argument is gonna come up.
No, that's not every woman.
I promise you,
it's not.
I don't think it's every woman, but that I feel like. So me personally, I'll use like my defense mechanisms kind of help me. So I already say crazy outlandish shit. So them saying anything that we have done, this is nobody's going to be like, oh wow, I'm in shock. This is Nas. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like some women do out of spite because they might not be comfortable enough to be like, oh well, this happened to me, the X, Y, and Z, or it just might be just fair trade. I don't know.
Well, I think what it is in some situations, people do just be wanting to hit below the belt. I feel hurt and. Maybe you hurt me because I thought we were going to be committed to this and we not no more. So the way I go about hurting you is to attack your masculinity and say, oh, you did these things in a vulnerable state where we both were like doing it and both consented to doing it. And I was okay with it then, but now I'm going to put it on display for the world to make you look like less of a man by saying, oh, you like to do this. I'm not a nigga who like ass play at all. Like, I don't like to do shit with the ass. Don't try to go for my ass. Don't I don't think getting my ass ate is ever going to be on the table for me at all. But I don't. What? What?
He said you got a big ass. Let me that's what he said.
But I don't knock niggas who do go get their ass ate or who like to get their ass played with, because that's your business. That's your prerogative. I don't look at people differently who do that. But like, I mean, I make my own jokes. I got my own thoughts and my own opinions when it comes to certain shit. If you is getting your ass ate and you bent down on all fours, spread up.
Bent down on all fours.
It's just funny because it's unusual.
Right.
I ain't doing shit.
Look back. You doing good back there.
But it's just funny because it's unusual. But shit, 20, 30, 40 years from now, that'd be something in the porn category. You watch a nigga do that shit and motherfuckers be like, oh, this is natural. This is normal as fuck or whatever. Who knows?
But I remember, I don't know how like your high school experience was. You remember how high school with girls try to like talk about somebody like, oh, his dick was little or he didn't do this, that right? And then the first thing his nigga say, but he still fucked though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, you could really. Yeah, it was little. It was
no more.
Yeah, no, that's old school. Them new kids, I don't know what they, I don't know what they say or what they talk about now. They bad as hell. Them kid boys.
Like even the small penis thing is that origin has been like a myth. You know what I mean? Now a woman prefers an average size to a little bit up, but it's more so like in the girth range of like, this is what I find pleasurable versus it was like you gotta have a big dick and you gotta be that was the mantra because we didn't know anything, we didn't know any better and stuff like that. So then we looked at porn stars and would think like, damn, I need to have like a 50-inch dick to stab you in the heart type shit like that. So.
But I would say like now, like at my age now, I do try to like catch it, so to speak. Like, so try not to self-pleasure.
Because when you said catching, I'm like, are we talking about cum? I don't know.
Don't want to waste that.
I don't know.
Put that
in. My God.
Let me add that to the bottom. Nah, just catch it, because I don't know. I feel like there was a point where I would probably say, like, God honestly, like, I probably used to like masturbate like 8 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. It's wicked. I mean, I've gone a decent record.
Yeah.
Like I've probably gone 12, 11 in the day.
Yeah. Nah, but it was just like it was to the point where it was like, okay, wake up, do it. So throughout the day, just do it. I'm at home by myself, do it. Oh, I'm at my dorm by myself, do it. Oh, I'm sleepy, but I can't sleep. Do it. Oh, this gonna put me right out. Like, it was the point I put myself to sleep. Like, I'll masturbate like 2 o'clock, take a nap, wake up like 10.
I feel like it'd be because we get exposed to sex so early. Cause like the same thing, I had older brothers and shit. My older brother, he was like a horny ass nigga. He was like had pornos and shit in magazines all around the house at like an early age. Nigga, I don't
Pasted together?
They used to get ordered to the house and shit. So like there would be like a little catalog that comes to the house and it'd be like you'll see like people fucking on the porn magazines and shit. And so like as a kid you was exposed to that, you see that, and I think that like that affects how we are now. Like, cause I don't know.
So I think we should be I don't know if y'all had newsstands in where y'all, but it used to be newsstands that sold the magazines in the joint. So it used to be this block in Philly, and I used to just stand right there waiting for the bus just to look at the magazines of the girls with that ashes on. So yeah.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
Okay.
You ever had like early on? I want to say like, I think I had like a flip phone. Y'all ever did the dial things?
The call
1-800 jack off.
Yeah, I never did that.
It was like
I called one before, but I never like.
I said, yeah, baby. She was like, yeah, baby, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. Oh, well, yeah, I'm just touching myself to you right now. You know, my nipples is hard and wet.
I don't know if I want to hear this in the headphones.
I ain't never. We would call and just listen to the thing, like the number and shit.
Y'all should add that to y'all podcast.
What?
Remember how when we were kids, y'all should do like the old prank calls, and then you with Steve Harvey Morning Show, you know all that stuff.
We ain't that funny. That's all. we ain't that normally funny.
Like, yeah, this is Central Straight. Your transcripts came in on time.
So but yeah, I used to do a hella bunch of that shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I just used to watch, you know, the not HBCU. I used to it was one thing. That's how I kind of like got introduced to HBCU.
You know, HBCU confessions for real.
It was on Pornhub, and it was like HBCU orgy or some shit like that. And this was like my first time ever seeing like an orgy.
The FAMU one?
FAMU,
yup. With the little Chinese girl that was eating chick. Boy, that's one of my favorite videos. I swear it really wasn't FAMU. I promise you. It could have been. It was like black guys, looked like football players, and then there was a girl, then they had one with the sunglasses, then they had like a little Asian girl. Yeah, that's the one right there. That's the one.
It was a time. It was a time. My friend Ben used to he used to hack browsers, because you know browsers and like Bang Bros was like the top of the top. Like if you had those accounts, so he used to do something to get like it was a long list of usernames and passwords. So we would just have like anybody's usernames and passwords to unlock it, and it was like the most quality. You gonna see the most oiled asses on browsers and all type of shit like that.
Listen, I tell you a story, something that I was forever still pissed about. My very first college, PWI, Catholic school at that, I bought like a porn subscription. And everybody on the team wanted to see what it was like, blah, blah, blah. So I put it in like the chat, like, yeah, just look, blah, blah, blah. Next thing I get a bill like $500. I'm like, first of all, what was you looking at that was $500? So come to find out, they was going to the lives. And you know how you can like donate. Oh yeah, I tip, I do this, I do that. Like how we have on Instagram Live, people can buy badges, subscriptions, and all that stuff. Now they were doing all that. And I never knew who it was to this day. I said, yeah, cancel that shit. Right there.
The whole team would have to call the fade.
Yeah. You always been in athletics. Is it true what y'all niggas be doing in the locker room?
What is
like the circle jerks and shit?
Circle? Where you hear that at?
Talking about where I hear that at.
I'm gonna tell you right now. That's not true. It's not. There's a lot of gay shit that happened in the locker room, but not that. Like,
it is a lot of gay shit that happens in the locker room.
I feel like when and this is my opinion, people gonna be like, no, that's not true. That nigga gay, blah blah. Nah. High school, college, people would say some gay shit or do some gay shit, but they not like, you know, they're not gay. Like ain't nobody gonna like, let me run over here and whip out Nas's dick. Nah, ain't nobody doing that shit. But niggas will like walk in the locker room gay or like tie their pads or some like just some crazy. I'm trying to think what was the something that somebody did that was just like off the wall. I mean, like it's not gay. It's not gay for after a game or somebody take a shower. But a lot of people don't do it because they think it's gay or like they don't want to be like naked or stuff like that. So like I know at the last school I was just at, taking showers after our away games damn near mandatory. Ain't nobody get on no 8-hour bus ride stinking. But then like going back to Central, I think like one person took a shower.
Is it like a black and white thing, you think? Like, because personally, do you want to see somebody dick? Because nobody wants to see a dick. But it's like, I don't want nobody to see my dick. And then, you know, especially with HBCU, it's a smaller situation. You're like, oh, such a dick.
I feel like it's just because a lot of people from HBCUs come from a lot of, I don't want to say public schools, but you come from like almost like an HBCU high school if you want to compare it to. Like my school was similar to like Central State, and a lot of people from Columbus City went to like Central. But then at my PWI, we had a lot more like Catholic guys, or like private school prep. Even if they were black, you went to DeSales or like some type of private school or things like that. So I just feel like you were used to it in high school, so when you get to college, it's just the norm. And then at my high school, at like a public school, we didn't even have showers. So you get in, after the game, talk to your shorty, your parents, your family, whoever can't see you play, go home, shower. Like that's how it went. That's normal. So then when you get to college and this shower stuff, you like, nah, I'm good. I just wait to my dorm room.
Yeah. Cause that's usually how it was. I ain't never see when I was in high school playing football, I ain't never see niggas naked or anything like that. Well, I ain't playing college, but that wasn't like a thing. Like, you nigga, you go home, you shower, you go bring your equipment. You might stink on the subway, but the subway already stinks, so we just go in there. So that's what my biggest thing was. I ain't never wanted to see when I see like the movies now, they be like walking and the NFL, they walking cheeks and stuff like that.
I grew up with brothers and shit, and like, I don't know, there's been times I've seen my brother's shit, so I don't mind seeing a dick. Like, not like I'm trying to look for him, but it's not a big thing to me.
It's not a big thing.
Your choice of words.
No, my brother's got big things.
Your choice of words is crazy.
What I mean is, it's like, I don't, and like not my parents, but my mother walked around naked, so nudity ain't like really too much of a huge thing for me to see. But like, I don't like being nude around other people because it feel weird. Because I don't know, I just never was that person growing up. Like, even though everybody else in the house was naked, I was like, why is everybody fucking naked in this house? But like, me and Carl went to boot camp one time for like JROTC, and like we was the only black kids there. Everybody else was fucking white. And we went to go take showers, and like it was a locker room scene type thing. And that was like the first time we was ever like in the environment. Like, and Carl played football, but they did not shower and shit in the high school. Even though we had like showers, they just did not shower in the high school. But like, them motherfuckers start walking out them showers butt ass naked.
No time.
And like, you just see pink balls and shit. Motherfuckers. Like, it just looked weird. Because it was just like, that was the first time ever seeing like white people naked in person, and then like just like in an environment like that. Me and Carl looked at each other like, what the fuck? Because at home, like, again, like outside of like my mother and like just being comfortable around brothers, like, you don't really see too much outside of that.
White people will give you like a free subscription to freedom, and what I mean by that is like they'll make this little dome of comfort, the ability to be like, oh, this was freedom is like you can just walk around, like you said, like you can do the gay shit and you can be completely straight or say something off the wall. Like, white people cuss off the wall, it'd be like, this shit don't even go together, like, or it'd be like, fuck you in the ass and do this and some shit like that, and it'd be like,
while in the shower, crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah. I think, of course, us as black people, especially black men, we already have this thing, what the fuck? White supremacy does that to us, because it's like, we don't want to bend, we don't want to break, we don't want to seem like we're not masculine, we don't want to do anything that associates us with us being less of a man. And unfortunately, because of homophobia and white privilege and the way that racism works in our community, niggas do become homophobic to things like the way that we think or the way that and so we associate, people being gay or at least doing things that we don't seem masculine as less masculine. I don't know if I just said that right.
Nah, you said that right. I feel like at least just, I don't want to say black or white people, just like my high school was a public school. It was different. Like, nobody would take a shower, but Lil Ron got a video of him and Terry training this girl, and they'll show you his dick all in it and stuff like that. So it's just like, and then you're not looking at the phone like, damn, bro, you packing.
Yeah.
Like, you 12?
Yeah.
12? Damn. Like, and nobody, you don't look at it like that. You just like, damn, like, she going crazy, blah, blah, blah. You ain't looking at my man's dick. Like, I feel like even when you think about it with porn, like, you don't go on a porn video and just be like, I'm just here for the dick. Like, whoop. You okay? You okay?
I have
like,
to
man, he 13 inches, but she doing her thing.
Oh, bro.
She doing her thing though, for real. So like, I don't know, like, have y'all ever, just ask you guys, have you had an experience when it was like, I want to not say a threesome, but have you ever had two guys and one girl? You ever run a chain or something?
I've never ran a chain. It's never been desirable to me.
But like what you just said, as far as like the train situation, like some of that, all that being normalized, it's normal for niggas to grow up in like we have a certain culture that we grow up in where like you could run a train. Like I've been in the same room while I've watched people have sex, like I was a kid. I say I was a kid.
He was in the room while I was having sex.
No, not you. No, but college is different. I feel like college is different.
I can't see like when I live with Matthias, like no matter whoever I was messing with at the time, like in the dorm room, it's just like them beds loud, so they like this chair, like it's like every little movement I'm looking up like he up, he good, like I don't know, I couldn't be myself because I like to go crazy. But then like if I know someone in there and I still gotta get off, like, I try to be respectful. But what if you like doing your thing? And like you said, if you was in the room with him and you just like, yes, Nas, need some water? You good? You little Gatorade?
I would love that.
You little
I would love a pep talk.
A little towel, like how the boxes.
Coach me through this. Help me through this. Like, what can I do better?
No,
what can I do better?
I don't know. It's weird because we homies. And it's just too personal. Supportive. I feel like it's too personal.
You're being supportive.
I got some at your house before.
Yeah, we know.
You told us, nigga. She was on a period or some shit.
She left a blood stain on the terrible. Shorty gonna text me. I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm in the area. I'm in, like, Dayton. Not the area out there, but I'm in
it's whatever.
I'm in the area, and she's like, oh, I want to see you. I said, blah, blah, blah. Like, I ain't really trying to do nothing. And then, like, I was already texting her a couple days before, and I'm like, you just said, you on your period, blah, blah, blah. She like, oh no, it's over. It's look, I'm tired of that lie. I'm gonna look at the camera. I'm tired of that lie. If you on your period, look, I know a lot of people say period. I don't think a period stops a sentence. No, it stops a lot. The smell of blood, like for me, and it's not even just like, not like blood. People like, oh, well, how you gonna freak out blood, but you wanna be a cop, blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, nah, that's not it. If I'm sexual with you and I smell it, it could be dark room. I know when somebody bleed. I know the difference between you real wet or some blood. Because that blood get thick. And honey, I'm tell you right now, your pH, when that blood there, that pH off. I don't know what the number is, but it's off. And she came over. So I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I ain't want to like fuck her in the first place. So I was just trying to get some head, get a nut off. Then I hit her with the air, like, my bad, you just going crazy. I couldn't. Let's just lay down. And then I tried it anyway. And I was recording too. I'm talking about flash on and on. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting gummy mode. I'm like, yeah, you're bleeding. It's time to wrap it up. Time to go.
Yeah, some girl wanted me to do that to her too. I wound up like fingering her, not like fingering her, but like on the pad. So the pad. So it felt like a Mac. I was like doing something on the Mac. So basically, like I had to figure out like where the pad was, and I was like, I feel like I'm smearing, like it was like jelly. I feel like I'm smearing the blood around on her shit. But she got off. But she was like, she told me that she was like, you don't want to fuck me on my period or whatever. You can get used to that. I said, I'm very squeamish. I would literally pass the fuck out if I like see it. She's like, oh, if you cut off the lights. No, I can't get with that. Like, especially it's so much shit what comes with blood, bro. So it's like a whole different like world when it comes to that type of sex. Like, if my wife, I can't even say, yeah, that might just be my non-negotiable on that. Like, period sex is my non-negotiable. I ain't that nasty. So I have a question. You mind getting on the mic real fast?
Sure.
Okay. We have a extended guest.
Not an extended guest.
If you want to, say your name on the mic, real.
Scoot over and down. Get on some space.
I sure got no hairs here.
Oh snap! Let me adjust the cameras and stuff like that. There you go. I don't need to really be too much into it. So what's been the best part of being? Are y'all together? I don't know if y'all together or y'all just sifting through life.
So, well, my name is Nautica.
Okay, nice to meet you, Nautica. White people call her Nautica.
What's her name? They call it
anything you want to promote?
I mean, I will promote my business, but we're not gonna go there right now because I'm in between things. But
okay.
I mean,
talking to Mike for me.
We say that we are friends, and so
yeah. So what got you into this like wild part of your life? Like, oh, I'm gonna just do this, I'm gonna do that.
Is it wild or is it exploratory?
Exploratory, wild.
So I would say since I graduated from high school, I graduated in like 2015. And I just wanted to get away from my parents. I'm the only child, kind of sheltered, but not really. I play basketball, you know what I'm saying? So when I went to Atlanta, I was like, you know what? I think I'm just experience whatever I want to experience. And I tried stripping for 2 days. It wasn't fun, but...
How was that?
Oh my...
Take me through that. I want to know about the stripping.
Oh my gosh. So I stripped at a strip club called Club Wax. It's on Fulton Industrial.
Okay.
It's like a hole in the wall. And boy... Them women in there had like stab wounds.
Oh.
Yeah, they were like G's in there. Like I went in there, I fell before I even got on the floor trying to put my heels on. First off, those heels are dangerous. Like I rolled my ankle in there. Like I couldn't drink because I was underage.
Is this the salty Splatoon? Like what the fuck? What the fuck kind of strip club is this?
It was crazy. You had old men in there. You had women. I swear, like they had some fire bodies, but then when you look at their face, you could tell they like 45.
Ooh.
You could tell they've been shaking some booty for 30, 40 years maybe. Like, but you like, yo, she got a fat old booty. And then you look at her face, you're like, oh.
Like, grandma, take them teeth out and come here.
I'm like, oh wow. But,
so it was only 2 days. So you didn't make much money.
Oh, I made like $700.
Oh, okay, that's
2
decent.
days?
Yeah.
In 2 days, that's decent.
Yeah,
That's decent
I
as
made
hell.
about $700, but it was a lot of work. Like stripping, ladies. If you want to try stripping, don't try it. I'm just gonna be honest. Unless you really want to put in that work, you working out regularly. I mean every day. Because you need upper body strength, lower body strength. After you have to be there for 8 hours.
Ooh.
Like you have a whole shift.
You a gymnast damn there.
Basically, them girls in there, I was like,
Is there some big girls that do stripping?
yeah. I mean, there's definitely a
Rotisserie chicken.
Oh.
wow. It's not.
Hey, my sister.
Go ahead.
At Walmart when it rolled.
Just wow.
That's why you're not on a mic right now. Go ahead.
Wow.
Finish what you're saying.
So yes, there's strip clubs literally all over that cater to different type of people. You know what I'm saying? There's strip clubs with only white girls. There's strip clubs with only black girls. There's strip clubs with only big booty with no breasts. You know what I'm saying? And there's strip clubs for big girls.
Okay.
There are people who love the BBWs. Like when I say love, I mean they will trick out on a BBW in a second. But you come in there and you got a little booty, you got a little boobs or something like that. They not even gonna look at you twice. Oh. They going straight to the BBWs. Like that's what I like.
Well, thank you. That took a turn I did not expect, but it was a good turn. We've run out of time, so I'm gonna hit this button. It's about that time where we leave you with a positive message to get through the week. Special guest, what is your positive message to get through the week?
For the week?
Yeah.
Man. Keep praying. No matter where you're at in life, if you're at a good place, bad place, or just if you think you're at just a level place, keep praying. I feel like no matter what, as long as you pray, if you keep getting blessings or you're getting blessed or you're not getting enough, it's still, you're going to grow. At the end of the day, if you were here today, be here tomorrow, even if it's just a step. So.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love that. We're very spiritual today. Go ahead.
Nadia.
Don't swallow.
You know, go to work and make some money. Don't be broke. Don't wake up broke tomorrow. Okay? I want y'all to keep the faith. Keep prayed up. Stay prayed up. It's getting crazy out here. All right? Pay for yourself, your family, your dog, the grass outside, the air, the arms you got. And keep on moving forward.
Liz, what about you? What is your positive message to get through the week?
Do for your future self. Like, do everything that you need to do today so that the you for tomorrow is prepared and already set up.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
My positive message to get through the week. Make sure who you praying to. We've learned that there's different things that you can pray to. If you're praying for substance, it's might be the devil. If you praying for other worldly things, might be God. I don't know all of the things. I didn't read the books, but hey,
Pray for them parlays.
Hit them parlays. Make sure, you know what I mean. Put $5 down. It's the playoffs. LeBron is they down 2 in the series. So LeBron, we trust. With that being said, I'm Nas.
I'm Vince.
Thank you for being awkward with us. See ya. Oh wait, special guest. I'm sorry.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Nautica.
Thank you for being awkward with us. See ya next week.